Hello, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about a single rule. This will be a short video talking about one special type of ability only a couple ships have, the two galleys in Black Seas. There are no models out yet for them, but when they do, you'll have the option to use this rule. So we're going to talk about ships that use oars. Stay tuned. Alright, hello. Today, let's look at oars. Now there's only two entries, here I'll go and show them down below. It's the two galleys, large and small galleys. Now, notice they've got the little asterisk. That asterisk, you'll go to the bottom of the page, you'll see, says the ships are able to use oars. That's the only thing that's in the fleet entry right now. I don't know that Xebecs, that'll be coming out shortly, count as galleys in this. I believe they do, but I'm not certain. Let's see what Warlord comes out with there. In either case, regardless of what the Xebecs do, oars were an optional way of, obviously, to move the ship. And there's actually two types of ships that really took advantage of this. The galleys, which I already mentioned, which are the ones actually listed in the fleet, and also gunboats, which I'm surprised that Warlord didn't include that asterisk on that line. But there were a lot of gunboats that were also propelled by oar or sail. Sometimes even the gunboats were only propelled by oar. So you can always, if you want, go ahead and make up your own unit entry if you want to add some flavor to your games. Feel free, but here's how you would use the oar rules. Now again, I don't have any models, I can't really show you, so we'll just kind of talk through the couple differences that happen. Okay. What's interesting is each ship that has this capability has to choose how it's going to be moving during the turn. So start the game, you have to declare whether you're under sail or under oar. It matters, okay? As if you're operating under sail, you operate as any other ship with a sail does. You set your wake marker, you go ahead and move according to the wind. Wind position matters, and voila, you just operate like any other ship. Now, if instead you're operating under oars, then you really don't care about the direction of the wind. Now, direction of the wind still determines the, your wind gauge still determines who gets to go first. But once you activate, your ship that is under oars always operates as if it were battle sails. So it'll make two separate moves at its rate of knots and act otherwise normally. However, because you're rowing, and your crew is actually rowing instead of letting the sails carry the boat forward, they're going to be -2 to hit when they shoot, because more of the crew is devoted to rowing than firing the guns. So if you want to think it in terms of, what does that mean in real life, the guns aren't as crewed as quick as well, or as completely, so you've got fewer rounds going down range. So instead of changing the number of shots, you simply reduce the likelihood that you're going to get some good effects from the broadside. So that's kind of how they probably did it. Alright, so remember, if you're rowing, you're always -2 to hit. Alright, well now, if you want to, you can always change going from sail to row or row to sail, your choice. However, remember that this is important, this decision is important, because when you're going to be moving into the wind, if you're under sail, you don't necessarily have to tack. You can instead decide to go to oars, in which case you don't have to tack, you don't have to worry about the fact you're going into the wind. You simply are not going to be subject to the consequences of moving against the wind and taking damage potentially if you can't move to anchored or whatever it is, right? So there's only one caveat, or one thing that changes. The turn that you move between sails and oars, or oars to sails, is the turn you cannot shoot. Otherwise, you operate normally. So let's say you're at full sail, or you're at battle sail, whatever. You turn into the wind. That's kind of okay for you, because the next turn you'll simply switch to oars. You won't shoot, but you'll go ahead and you'll finish your move. You can go into the wind even further, or any direction you want. Just won't shoot. Then, if you decide the next turn you wish to go back up to sails, you can start using a wake marker, but again, you're going to be limited by the angle of the wind, and unfortunately that's a turn you also could not shoot. So you're probably going to want to stick with your oars more often, than just switching back and forth real quick, because you're going to be unable to shoot, and you're probably going to want to get into the thick of the fight with those galleys pretty quickly. Alright, so that's in a nutshell all there is to ships that have the ability to use oars. So I hope you found that useful, and we're not going to be able to see oars in action in the naval exercises anytime soon. As soon as some galleys come out, we might pick up some for the studio, but we'll have to see. And then we'll probably do a naval exercise that kind of shows you how to use oars. But until then, just take this as a little video you can learn from, and I'm sure you can imagine how the impacts would be. Alright? So share, like, and subscribe, comment below if you have questions, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.